Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I am Erlina Setiani with official number A1M2 18029. Okay, in this occasion, I will talk about class building. Class building provides mutual support among all of the students in a class and creates a positive context for learning. Approach 1. Class building structures and activities. There are 5 aims of class building. They are getting acquainted, class identify building, mutual support, valuing differences, and developing synergy. The first is getting acquainted. Structures and activities for students to get to know and like their classmates. The first is find someone who. Find that classmate. Find someone who is often for academic content. For class building, students go on a hunt for classmates with certain characteristics. The second is people hunt. People hunt is a fun way for students to get to know each other and discover shared interests and characteristics. This is the example of people hunt. The characteristic is favorite color, favorite school subject, favorite ice cream, and so on. The next is similarity groups. Consists of two, namely student characteristic and class building content. The next is inside-outside circle. Who are we? Students stand into concentric circles, student in the inside circle face out, and student is facing a partner in the other circle. The next is getting acquainted question cards. Have each student write to getting to know you. Question they'd like to share with classmates, one on each side of a slip of paper. This is the similarity groups class building ideas. Form groups based on animal to be for a day, most admired person, favorite food, favorite animal, dream vacation, dream job, taste, dessert. The next is class project, birthday calendar. Students are made to feel extra special on their birthday. This is the some ideas to make students feel appreciated on their special day. Like the class sings happy birthday, the class fills out a birthday card for the birthday child, and the birthday child gets to bring in and play a song for the class. This is the example of class birthday list. There is name, month, and day. And this is the example of class birthday calendar. This is Sunday, Mondays until Saturday. The next is formation. Formation consists of class bar graphs, linked ages, student preferences, fact or fiction. Students state either a believable fiction or an unlikely fact about themselves. Classmates attempt to guess which it is. And the next is find the fiction. Students say 3 statements about themselves. 2 are fact, 1 is a fiction. Classmates try to guess the fiction. The next is fact bingo. Classmate bingo. Each student receives a copy of the handout. Classmates bingo. Students try to get line bingo by finding a classmate for each cell of a horizontal or vertical line on the form. This is the example of form bingo, classmate bingo. Like has been out of the country, favorite sport is water sport, and the like. The next is round robin, gesture, name game. Form circles. About 10 students, one at a time, each student says his name by breaking it into syllable and adding movement or gesture to go with each syllable. The next is all about me. For homework or as a fun in-class activity, students fill out an all about me form or poster. This is the example of poster all about me. There is personal profile, hopes and dream, and my favorites. The next is class lineups. Student characteristic lineup based on height, shoe size, number of pockets, birthday, alphabetical order, length of hair, number of buttons, and number of pets. Next is mixed pair share. Getting to know. Any personal information works well to get to know each other better. Here's a few ideas. What I do with my best friend, family traditions, what I did yesterday after school, and one thing I really want this. The second point is class identify building. Structures and activities for classmates to forge a unique class identifier. There is class name. There are 6 steps. The first is teacher starts importance of names. Second is teams brainstorms names. Next, students select favorite name. Then team select top name. Next, team post top name. And the last is find selection. Next is class logo banner mural. Art has a tremendous capacity to visually depict meaning. Plus, it's a whole lot of fun for the class to do as a project. The next is class door. Students design and decorate their own door poster. And the next is class song or chant. Next, students wall. Next, class website, class book, classroom signals, and class mission statement. There is mix pair share, step 1 mix, step 2 pair, step 3 share. Team statement, step 4 students write, step 5 student read statement, step 6 team write mission statement and team post, step 7 team share statement, and the last step is class discussion and mission statement. The third point is mutual support, structures and activities for classmates to feel mutually supported by one another. The first is hidden helpers. Each student is assigned a secret pal. Their job is to do something nice for their secret pal each week without letting the secret pal discover who is their hidden helper. The next is ticket agents. This exercise emphasizes looking for positive things in others' behavior. Then, chain of friendship. Ask the student to start noticing kind and helpful things that other students do at school. The next is classroom rules. Classroom rules can reinforce supportive behaviors and discourage negative behaviors. The next is class party. Students have a great time while learning the importance of everyone's contribution. As a class, brainstorm a list of what makes a good party. And the next is Who Am I? Students brainstorm the names of familiar people or characters, often from books just read. Each name is written on a piece of construction paper. Next, mixed phrase group. And the next service learning projects. The next is silly sports and goofy games. This is the service learning projects to promote caring. There is helping the elderly, care for animals, help other children, beautify the community, help the homeless. The fourth point is following differences, structures and activities for classmates to clarify their values and feel their values are accepted and respected. The first is coordinate. A typical coordinate sequence follows: announce coordinates, think and write time, students group in coordinates, and student paraphrase, and the last is teams review. The next is agree disagree lines up. Sample statement. Here are some agree disagree statements on a variety of different class building topics. Student empowerment. I feel that my opinion counts in this classroom. The students are involved in making decisions in this class. We all have a voice in this class. Understanding and caring. I feel that my classmates really try to understand my opinions. I feel like someone in this class really cares about me. I have people in this class that I can really trust. Next, getting to know you. My classmates really know who I am as a person. Everyone in this class really knows and understands me. I really know everyone in this class well. Next, class rules. Students should be allowed to have cell phones in class. There should be no dress code in our classroom. I agree with all our class rules. Next is class climate. This is a fun class to be in. I feel safe to take risks in this classroom. I feel safe to ask for help in this classroom. I feel safe in this classroom to state my beliefs even if they are different. The fifth point is developing synergy. Structures and activities for creating student interactions at produce outcomes better than the best student could produce alone. Circle the sage. An old tale illustrates the power of synergy and multiple perspectives. Circle the Sage puts this synergy principle into action. It is powerful with wide range of content. Formation. Geometric forms. The teacher draws a geometric figure such as two concentric circles, a square or a triangle. Object. Laurie Kagan was teaching a unit on the westward movement. She had students become a comfort wagon that actually traveled as the wheels rotated. The next is imaginary machine. The teacher describes machine as having various parts and movements. Next, class project. There are 2 points of class project. Class play, skit, performance. Class projects are the epitome of synergy. Through collaboration, students accomplish together what no single student could do alone. See box beside class project and presentation. There is great practice and perform a dance, musical song, instrumental performance, skit, play. There is write a book, novel, skit, or play, and song. Reflect on cooperation. Reflection after class project can reinforce cooperation and the importance of individual contribution. Approach 1. Class restructuring. Class meetings. Function of class meetings are announcements, mutual support, solve problems, improve class, and plan events. The next is class goals. If the success of each team contributes to a higher level class goal, then all teams feel themselves to be on the same side. The success of one is success of all. The climate changes radically if there are class goals. Positive class tone. Silly sports and goofy games. One of favorite was to have fun and establish a positive class tone is to do cooperative sports and games. Unlike traditional sports and games where the goal is to win, with silly sports, the goal is for everyone to have fun and for everyone to feel like a winner. The second is enhancing the class climate. The trick is to balance fun with academic learning. Sometimes we do fun things just for the sake of fun. Often the fun activities can be integrated with classroom learning. The third is class empowerment. We need to feel like our opinions matter and that we have some control over our immediate circumstance. Students are no exception. The fourth is student input, class decision. A vote often polarizes the class, some win and some lose. Thus, when the class is to make a decision instead of a vote, it is usually better to use consensus seeking, sum the ranks, or spend a buck. The next is rewards and celebration. If there is a class goal, students can decide how to celebrate progress toward the goal. Fifth is student ownership of the classroom. Student bulletin boards, room arrangement, students' jobs, student government, student committees consist of party planning committee, decorating committee, art committee, budget committee, athletic committee, and music committee. The sixth is student choice, choice of centers. When using learning centers, individual student or whole teams can be given choices. For team choice, each day a different team gets the first pick of a learning center. For student choice, individual students have task cards and it is up to them which learning center to work at, as long as they check off 5 centers on their task cards by the end of the week. The second is choice of activities. Many lessons have multiple activities to reinforce the same concept. For example, a lesson on the gold rush might include interviewing teammates in character, creating a mind map, answering review questions, and creating a team project. And the last is student evaluation. Students can provide valuable input into the classroom environment and become coaches for their teachers. On a regular basis, students fill out a very simple questionnaire, which allows them to reflect on various aspects of classroom life, the class climate, the teacher, and the curriculum. Okay, I think that's all my explanation about class building. Thanks for watching and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.